Well, I had a good look and I couldn't see much wrong. Very little, if any, wear on the piston there. So what I've done, I've cleaned up all the gasket surfaces. The cylinder head was the worst. It took a long time to make that flat. I've got a new gasket, a new head gasket, an old style graphite one. I like these. I've never had any trouble with these. And don't forget 2 O-rings. One there and one there. So we've got 2 dowels opposite. When we say we've got a head gasket leak, that can mean 2 things. It can mean that gases, combustion gases, are coming across and having an external gas leak, but we can also have an oil leak. So we can have, the head gasket can be leaking oil, either internally or externally, and I think that's what was happening in this case, and I think it was both. Now what I'm going to do, slacken off the cam chain adjuster to make the camshaft easy to replace. This is a brand new timing chain, so it will be tight. We'll put the head back on, fire the bike up, see if I'm right. So I've removed the plug from the bottom of the engine, slackened off the cam chain adjuster. I've used some snips, snipped off my second cable tie. Ensure that the guide roller is still sitting in between the chain, and this just should sneak on. I'll just loosely put the camshaft in there just to hold that for now. And as you remember, the copper washer goes on there, top left, with a dome nut, and a second copper washer goes on there, bottom right, with another dome nut, and then just 2 plain washers for the other 2 studs. So I've given the camshaft a wipe. So I'll snip the cable tie off, and let's see if we can practice what we preach and get this camshaft on. Was a little bit difficult, and as you saw, if you're having trouble, slacken off the cam adjuster, the cam chain tensioner. So now I can refit the camshaft bolts, and as I said before, Mr. Honda has made it easy for us. You can't get this in wrong, it won't fit in the opposite way. So if you've kept the timing chain in the same spot on the sprocket, we've got the dot lined up there, we can know Our timing's not been moved at all. And the torque for these, I think it's 7 to 9, I'll double check. And also I'll just screw the tensioner back in, cam chain tensioner, so it needs to go just below the level of the casing. That is the outside screw arm in with a new chain. With a plug in. And I'll just nip that one up. Well, my 3/8 drive torque wrench has gone into hiding, and my 1/2 inch drive torque wrench, obviously it won't go down low enough to torque up these. To torque up these two cam bolts. So I'll just stop you while I screw those in. So I've removed the two caps there, inspection caps, so I can hold the engine. 7 to 9 foot-pounds is not very much at all. And while I'm in there, I can check the timing as well. So as you remember, TDC aligned with the pointer there, and the red dot, I put a red mark on it, and the circle should align. And that looks that's bang on top dead centre. That's the red dot in line with the mark on the head. I'll go around again. So 2 revs of the crankshaft for 1 of the camshaft. So we're coming back again. There's the fire mark. There's a TDC mark. The valve timing is good. As I said before, my torque wrench has gone into hiding, so I'll just have to do these by ear for now. I know roughly what they were. They don't need to be massively tight. I mean, who knows, I may be taking this off again soon. I'll just listen for the click in my elbow. Don't know where my torque wrench has gone. Who knows? Just didn't want to play the game today. And that seems tight. Now, just slowly feed the oil seal on. It is easy to damage the oil seal. There we go. I've kept the bolt in there to keep the gasket aligned. These bolts, screws are a bit nasty. Ideally I should change them. Much easier on a 12 volt bike than a 6 volt bike. So I've put the gasket on there. These are great if you get a chance, buy one of these, JIS screwdriver with double-ended. No, I'm not sponsored by them. I had to buy this one. Ideally I should check the valve clearances of tappets, but I'm itching to know if I've cured the problem. So what I'll do, I'll throw the exhaust on quickly, kick her in the guts as they say, and see if it goes. So I've put the plugs back in, and I've not forgotten just to give these two a final nip.